We have two peaceful protesters, man and wife, husband and wife, two friends, boyfriend, girlfriend. Well, the natural way. Hello. Go ahead, please. You don't have to mention your name, but just what happened. You were here to tell us why you were here.
I'm here because when I saw the video, that video about what happened in the spa, I heard that minors were involved, and I'm here to stand up for minors who are scared to speak up on it. I did not come here for any violent intent. I just want everybody to come together and speak and, voice out their, whatever they think is right. What I think is wrong is, a man identifying himself as a woman, coming into the woman's, restroom, flashing his private parts, at everyone, including minors.
You have nothing against that other community. Every life is beautiful, but just the fact that somebody can walk in gender bathrooms, show himself everything, and then obviously we have kids in there. We have people that can actually be like, they don't feel appropriate with that. Him whipping it out. It's like, come on, that's very unnecessary. Like, you can't just. I understand you identify as a female, but at the same time...
Well, let me ask a broader question. Does that even make sense that somebody can identify as something else?
I mean,
See, we have to start, the first step is to say this is wrong. And now the next step is we have to say, no, a woman cannot become a man. A man cannot become a woman.
I believe...
We have to have the courage of our... Really? Okay.
But at the same time, it's like
for the right reasons.
For the right reasons, and there's always some time and place.
Okay. Here's the thing that we need to start thinking about, though. I work for mass resistance. We have to resist. We have to resist the lies. A man cannot become a woman. A woman cannot become a man. The fact that it's gotten to this place, is precisely because we've allowed people to embrace these lies. A man is an XY chromosome-based person. A woman is XX. I can never become a woman, and a woman can never become a man.
You can have surgery and stuff like that, but at the same time,
it's not natural.
Those surgeries cannot change your sex.
It's not natural, of course.
You're right. So that's the thing I'm going to encourage you. It's a scary thought, but we have to actually start taking territory back. No, you cannot you cannot say I can be whatever I want. No, we have to stand for truth. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if it turns into a fight of competing rights, the rights of children versus the rights of so-called transgenders, this is mental illness. It'll never work. It's whoever has more people, then they win. That's not right. Truth is based on truth. It's not based on who has more numbers. So I'm glad to see you're here, and I'm really hoping I'm planting a seed here. We've got to just say no. No, men cannot become women. Women cannot become men. This is wrong. You're lying. And they are deranged. They have to scare and silence and attack people because it's a lie. So I want to encourage you to really stand on that truth. And here's something else. Let's go back a step. The whole thing about marriage being changed so that two men can marry or two women. Most people don't realize, but that was transgenderism at the outset because the licenses were changed from man and wife to spouse and spouse. It's transgender. So we have to oppose all of it. Two men should not be married. Two women. Kids need a mom and a dad. It's a very tough argument to start embracing, but we have to stand fully. One man and one woman. And a man is a XY and a woman is an XX. But I really appreciate your time and thank you do you have signs or what happened to your signs?
They really took it from us.
They stole your signs.
Okay, so we were not shouting anything. He asked me if we have a chat to go by. Everything is written in the posters. That's why we brought posters, so we can do it silently. We were on the street. We even avoided because, let's say the spa is right here. We
walked across the street to try to avoid them, and they all came to us and started pushing us.
And they took your signs.
I have a scrunchie right here, but I had another one that was tied that had my hair tied. And when we turned our backs to them, I don't know if they were trying to pull my hair, but they took my hair tie off And I'm like, don't touch me. I'm not touching you. And I told them, I was like, we come in peace. We don't want violence.
Yep.
Violence and
Look at this. And this was what you have all these police and
they don't do anything, and I'm so emotional. I'm sorry.
No, of course you are. People need to see this part of the story. Because what's going to happen is the press is going to say trans lives matter. They're going to be pushing this narrative of lies. I mean, I was talking to a gentleman here who, I think he's an immigrant. I mean, he looked like he was of Hispanic descent. And they're lecturing him about indigenous people and all this stuff. I mean, it's madness. It's hate. I thank you for your time. I'm so sorry this has happened to you. But this is the stress I'm trying to make. We have to stand for truth fully. And we got to just start saying, you're liars. No, you're not a woman. You don't get to do that. And no, a man cannot become a woman, and no, two men should not marry.
People cannot flash their private parts to minors.
Hello?
They cannot do that.
I mean, as basic as that.
If people came together like this and started protesting like this for human trafficking and missing children, I mean, maybe, something could happen to prevent or bring awareness to sex trafficking and child trafficking, because that's an issue. That's a big issue.
And
talk about slavery.
Yeah.
I'm talking. We are still slaves. Me and you, we are still slaves.
Why do you say that?
Because look. They're the ones who are supposed to be protecting us. They're the ones who are supposed to be standing up for us, and they're not doing it.
Yep.
They're just watching everything.
So were there police officers present, like when they grabbed your signs?
No.
Okay, well, why weren't there? I wonder.
There was security, but I guess they worked for the weed farm, and they weren't doing anything.
My God.
And when we came, we were looking before we got out of the car and walked over there. We passed by here in the car, and the police were over here and not over there. The problem is over there with Antifa.
Yeah.
And they were ticketing people who were saying, it's not okay for a man to flash the penis.
They were ticketing?
Yes. Well, I saw a police, writing down something. It looked like a ticket. I don't know.
Okay, maybe they were just taking notes.
Maybe, but they weren't over there. Everybody's over there, and I don't understand why they're not.
And then there was a situation that happened here where I guess
Okay.
right here.
Right in this corner?
Yeah, and then I guess they let it. They were all bunched up right there, and then they just let it happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The police were over there across the street.
And so there was an altercation here.
There was an altercation here, and the police were across the street just watching. They weren't even doing anything. And
And I saw, finally, there's a group of preachers. They had Jesus Saves.
Yeah.
And they all surrounded that group.
Yeah,
You had
they went up here, they crossed the street, they went up that way, and then,
the preachers?
yeah, and then I guess
I recognize some of them too.
And the people were just following them, pushing them, telling them to go
They
away,
literally
saying that
hit
Jesus
someone.
hates you, and I don't know what.
You see, it's like a satanic. It's very satanic.
Yeah, exactly.
And then not like 2 minutes later, he comes running from them, bleeding from the right side.
I
of his
saw that.
face.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time.